First of all, I would like to thank the organization committee of the summit for giving me the opportunity to contribute to this workshop by referring to the framework, the efficiency, and the availability of the online smoking cessation programs. Tobacco use is estimated to kill 8 million people a year. Nicotine is highly addictive, but surveys indicate that almost 70% of US and UK smokers would like to stop smoking. Although many smokers attempt to give up on their own, advice from a health professional increase the chances of quitting. On the threshold of the fourth technological revolution, the number of individuals having access to the internet increases and will continue to increase. As of 2016, there were 3.5 billion internet users worldwide, making the internet a potential platform to help people quit smoking. Furthermore, mobile phones have proved to be an ubiquitous mode of internet access and communication globally. The conversion from generic to smartphone is on a steady rise. Increasing competition among cell phone manufacturers have resulted in a drastic reduction in smartphone prices, which has made it a lot easier for users in low and middle income countries to access them. According to the International Telecommunication Union, there are now close to 5 billion mobile phone subscriptions in the world, with over 85% of the world's population now covered by commercial wireless signal. The unprecedented spread of mobile technology, as well as advancement in their innovative application to address health priorities, has evolved into a new field of e-health known as MHealth. MHealth involves the use and capitalization on a mobile phone's core utility of voice and short messaging service, SMS, as well as more complex functionalities and applications, including general packet radio services, GPRS, third, fourth, and now fifth generation mobile communication, global positioning system, the known GPS, Bluetooth technology and applications. All the above constitute the internet an attractive platform to help people quit smoking because of low cost per user, and it has potential to reach smokers who might not access support because of limited health care availability or stigmatization. Internet-based intervention can also be used to target young people who smoke or others who may not seek traditional method of smoking treatment. Probably one of the most important characteristics of the online cessation program in their open architecture is their open architecture and the freedom that they provide. Any combination of intervention can be realized in order to be customized to smokers' special needs and provide personalized assistance. Some examples include computer-tailored smoking cessation intervention programs, personalized real-time online support by health professionals, group online programs, mobile phone-based smoking cessation support, text messages for smoking cessation, smartphone apps for smoking cessation, and many others. Mobile phone-based smoking cessation support, M-cessation, offers the opportunity to provide behavioral support to those who cannot or do not want to face-to-face support. In addition, M-cessation can be automated and therefore provide affordably even in resource-poor settings. Let's have a look to some applications. So the Quick Start application for mobile is recommended by CDC and assists smokers who want to quit smoking. This next slide shows the informational portal for smoking cessation of the US Department of Health and Human Services of the US government. The visitor of the portal can find all the information about smoking cessation. The portal was created as an online smoking cessation program in order to provide online tools such as texting program, online builder for his own quiet smoke program, and also applications. Another example of the high potential of online smoking cessation intervention is the Zoom and Stop Smoking program conducted this year in Greece, bringing together virtually smoker and health professionals specialized on smoking cessation. The program was structured to provide 2 hours weekly online real-time session between the participant and the multi-interdisciplinary team of health professionals. The program overcame the restriction of the pandemic for physical presence and allowed the psychoeducational intervention comprising group activities and role-play scenarios during the online real-time session using the Zoom platform, as well as other digital tools such as emails and online forms for the dissemination of the supportive material. On the top of that, the online form of the intervention was offered to smokers from all over the country and not exclusively resident of Athens area. Now we are going to look at the effectiveness of internet-based intervention for smoking cessation. In 2017, Taylor and collaborators published a systematic review in Cochrane database with objective to determine the effectiveness of internet-based intervention for smoking cessation. According to the authors, the evidence from trials in adults suggests that interactive and tailored internet-based intervention, with or without additional behavioral support, are moderately more effective than the non-active controls at 6 months or longer. In addition, there was no evidence that these interventions were better than other active smoking treatments. However, some of the studies were at high risk of bias, and there was evidence of substantial statistical heterogeneity. Due to the very small number of studies available, the authors couldn't conclude about the treatment effectiveness in younger people. 2 years later, in 2019, Whittaker and collaborators published a systematic review, also in Cochrane database, with objective to determine the effectiveness of mobile phone text messaging and app-based intervention for smoking cessation. Concerning the effectiveness of mobile text messaging, the analysis found moderate certainty evidence that text messaging interventions are more effective than minimal smoking cessation support. Text messaging added to other smoking cessation interventions also appeared more effective than the other smoking cessation intervention alone. Nevertheless, when the text messaging was compared with other smoking cessation interventions, the analysis did not find evidence that either the text message intervention or the other smoking cessation intervention resulted in superior quit rates. The authors were also able to assess the effect of higher versus lower intensity text messages on long-term abstinence rates using data pulled from the 3 studies providing direct comparisons. The frequency of messaging differs somewhat between, but overall, this analysis did not provide evidence that the intensity of the text messaging intervention impacted on abstinence rates. Again, concerning the effectiveness of mobile app-based interventions, no evidence was found for a benefit of high-intensity smartphone apps when compared with lower-intensity smoking cessation apps or minimal non-app smoking cessation support. Nevertheless, the authors judged this evidence to be of very low certainty, meaning we have a very little confidence in the effect estimate. On the contrary, data published in 2019 by Danaher demonstrate that the intervention that used both text messaging and smartphone app resulting in higher quit rates than a web-based smoking cessation intervention. In summing up, it is irrefutable that the online smoking cessation intervention can be a valuable tool against tobacco epidemic, offering health professionals an easy-to-use, low-cost, high-impact approach that the majority of smokers who want to quit can have access. Despite there are sharply dividing opinions on the superiority of online effectiveness of the interventions, the until today available data demonstrate at least equivalent effectiveness to non-online programs. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to introduce you the feature in the online smoking cessation program, our new virtual colleague, Florence.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Florence from the World Health Organization. I want to talk to you about the harms of using tobacco, including smoking, and how to quit.
Why should I quit smoking?
It's more important than ever to quit during this ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Smokers are more likely to develop a severe case of COVID-19.
Well, I want to quit, but I've tried before and it's just really hard.
I'm here to help. I can teach you proven techniques to help you quit, tell you why quitting is a good idea, and more. What would you like to talk about?
Well, how do I quit?
Congratulations. Being motivated to quit is the first step. The best way to quit is to build a plan. Are you ready to get started?
Thank you very much for your attention.